Hi, and welcome to today's quick tip in Outlook. A challenge that I've seen a few clients have recently is trying to find their emails, because an email often has multiple threads in it and they struggle to try and decide where they should be putting that email. So there's a variety of techniques I find people use. Just go hunt for it in the inbox, thousands. Change the subject line, which is something I've been doing a little bit of. And then another one is, yes, create another folder, but it never quite sort of works for one folder or another. The one that I'm really starting to enjoy is categories. So let's have a look at that technique together. So what I've got is Outlook running here on the desktop. I will flick over to Outlook in the browser mode in a few moments. You will see here that I don't have a folder. Generally, what I would create is a folder called Handled. That way, then it allows me to put all of my emails out of my inbox into that folder. But more importantly, it then allows me to use these categories, to do it. So let's have a look at a category. So a category is available to you from the Home tab and from the Tags group. And when you actually click on the categories, it shows you all the different colors that you can potentially have. A technique I'm going to show you how to do is I keep making all of my clients the blue color because it matches my color code. And, I put a C in front of it and I just put the client's initials there. And then what I do is repeat that. So let's have a look. I'm going to go into all categories here. Again, what I'm going to do is create a new category. I'm going to call it C for client, and I'm going to call it, for example, Sunshine Coast News here. What color am I going to give it? So you can give it the same color as all the other categories that you've already done. So it allows me to keep these together, and I'm going to go OK. So while they sit down the bottom, it will resequence itself very soon. So that's how I make a category. Nice and easy from the tags, going into categories and working from all categories to set up the color code that you want and then the type you want. So looking here in my inbox, if I right mouse button here and go into categories, what I can do straight away is apply that category for Sunshine Coast News to there. And again, coming on down, Blue Wire Media, I can right mouse button in here and I can apply that category, the BM1 to there. You will see here I've already applied the categories. So even though I haven't given it a name, I can still go in there and apply those categories. So why I like this is I could do this to my inbox. I can also go to Sent Folder, and I can also go in here and I put those categories down there straight away. So again, you can always do right mouse button, go into category and click on whatever category type you want to give. So you can apply this to any of the folders. So here it comes. This is how I find these emails really quickly now. By changing in here where my sort sequence is, and I change it over to categories, what it's done is resorted them in categories. More importantly, under view, what I've done here is gone in and set this up. So I've collapsed the group. So I've actually added that up here to my quick access toolbar. So if I click on that, you'll notice now all of my emails have been collapsed. So I've got 9 that haven't got any category to them. I've got one that's got inside of here that was unread, but the other one was read. And again, I can look in here. So I can apply these categories quickly and easily to my emails, and I can find them again. So categories I find are really handled, really easy to use. And as I said, I would move things out of my inbox into handled, and then I would just use my categories to sort. So changing it from date back over to sort. So here is a really interesting trick that you can do from the web browser. You can add a category to your favorites. You can't do that on your desktop version of Outlook, but you can do it to the web version. So again, if I click on Add Favorites, then I can come down and I can click specifically on that category that you've got there. And so now if I click on that, it'll bring up that category, or I can go back to my inbox and start to work. So again, from your inbox, if you prefer to use those categories in here, just going in and either applying a filter, or so from the filter dropping down to sort, and then from sort flipping that over to category, and it's automatically put all of them into their category order that you've got. So I like that. I like it in the browser version, because you can add particular categories up to your favorites. And again, if you don't want it there, right mouse button and remove it from favorites. It does not take it from, does not delete the category from your email, but what it simply does is just remove it out of favorites from there. So categories. I'm thinking using categories, and yes, I do create a folder, as I said, called Handled, and I put all of my emails in there, and I use categories because, remember, one of the great things about categories is you can apply multiple categories to an email. So if that email has multiple threads in it, it just enables you to find those emails at any time. I hope you've enjoyed today's tip, and if you've got any comments, please let me know. Thank you, and bye.